Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I didn't record when I was at the at the yard, but I did spend quite a time there. Did my reset. Ended up being there for about a while. I got there 15 hours early from when I was supposed to be there, so that plus so I did about 25 hours there. But gave me some time to, you know, just reset mentally and get some rest. But currently we have a load in Millersburg, Ohio from Center Inc. that we're headed to. We're about 35 minutes from there, 22 miles. There were 3 different routes to get there, so I'll put this up here as well. And I chose the route that kept me on the interstate the longest, because the weather's not too well. I haven't been down here, never been here before, so that was my justification for why I did what I did. Hopefully it turns out good. I did take a look at the building, but once we pick up here, we're going to be going to North Lake, Texas, which is north of Fort Worth. So continuing on our Ohio to Texas area. And yeah, so I was getting this suspension load warning, low air warning on my on the truck, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I went in and talked to the mechanic because they did give me, I finally have some plates. I'm officially licensed. I got some plates on this truck. Put about 5,200 miles on it in about 2 weeks or whatever, so not too bad. Second week out here. But I do have plates, and I was like, hey, I'm getting this warning light. So he went and he checked it out. He was like, is your air up all the way? I was like, yeah, my air's all good over here. But he noticed that my cab airbags that sit on the cab were low, not inflated. I don't know how long it's been going on, but essentially it wasn't even connected. Like it had disconnected. I guess being with the new truck and things like that, stuff like that happens. All right, so we're getting off here on Ohio 39, OH 39. We're making a right. Let's see. Gonna kind of hug the line here, people. Oh, we got enough room. And we're going straight for about 18 miles. I've never been back here, which I'm pretty sure I say with a lot of things. But we do have it empty, going to get live loaded. And then we're taking it, yeah, like I said, North Lake, but it's a Walgreens distribution center. So I have no idea what we're actually going to be hauling today. So that's going to be interesting. I've hauled some interesting things, but most of the time it's either tires or furniture. I went to a steel plant, got some stuff from there. One time I had like, I think it was 156,000 bottles of sunscreen. That was an interesting load. That's the one I took to Fruit of the Earth. But yeah, gonna be on the back roads here. I don't do too much back road driving, so I do enjoy it when I am back here. So let's see what we get into today. I know one thing, I didn't enjoy that back road of South Carolina. Man, but again, going on with the theme from the last video, it is nice. It is nice back here. Oh, speed limit went up. I like fall, I guess. I like fall. You know, got a light sweater on, long sleeve shirt. I never wear long sleeve shirts. So I spent 3 years in Hawaii, and then I went to Central Texas. So yeah, it was a culture shock a little bit to be in Central Texas for the weather, but Hawaii was beautiful. but you didn't have the changing of the weather. So like, I remember we went to the beach for Christmas, and New Year's we went on a catamaran out in the ocean, jumping in the ocean and stuff, because it's 85 degrees year round. All right, we got to turn up here. How slow is it? 30 miles per hour, so we'll get back down. So since I'm empty, I don't have my Jake on. Oh yeah, while I was off, so I spent a lot of time while I was off reading through all the manuals. I wish I could show you guys all the manuals that come with this thing. You have the owner's manual, the transmission manual, the Bendix system manual, the refrigerator, the APU, coupling, fifth wheel. Like, you have so many different, it's like a stack of different manuals, man. It's pretty wild. I don't know necessarily if I'm in like Amish country area. It looks like it, but one of the times here in Ohio, I was on this back road, and I think it was on 250, and it was nothing but, everywhere you look, horse and carriage. It's pretty interesting, something different. Oh man, that's nice. A little lake, pond. So I'm back here, just want to ensure that, you know, you're always alert. So I am an hour late getting to this place. And why does my clock say 8:22? That's weird. It is 4:22. I don't know, things just be changing. This new truck had, like, the APU had something disconnected on it. The air suspension was disconnected, or it was loose or something. Like, it was a brand new truck, and you would expect, getting a brand new truck from a dealership, it's supposed to, you know, they've triple checked everything. It's not necessarily the case. And when they get to our mechanics, they're supposed to, you know, look at them as well. And he was saying, like, sometimes we miss the stuff that should have just been normal. It looks normal. Things happen. I don't blame anybody, except for the dealership. Them you can blame, but it's not too bad. So it's interesting when the leaves turn red. I'm just like mesmerized out here. I didn't grow up on a farm. I didn't grow up out in the country. It's interesting for me to see people having like a plot of land. Like my aunt, she has that plot of land where it's like 5 different siblings live on there with their families. Oh, that's pretty cool. I always talk about it. I'm like, I'm trying to find out, where do I want to call home. It's not going to be up here in Ohio for sure, but I like the city, but then I like the way the country looks. I don't know. Look at all that. It's nice right there. So we got 14 miles left on this road. I'm gonna cut it short here, and then once we get a little closer, we'll run it back. Well, we're in this small town of Sugar Creek, Ohio. Speed limit is pretty slow through here, 35. A couple hills. It's getting kind of tight. Global man. Yeah, it's getting kind of tight back in here. Not too bad though. It's just I've noticed that if I were in a manual, I would have a different gear. Just to get up and down these hills a little better. I can put it in manual mode and shift it down. And I did it back there right before I started recording again. I did it back there just a minute ago, but don't really need to. Truck's maintaining pretty low gear. Make sure I'm getting through here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Alright, now the speed limit's going up. We're getting out of here. About 9 miles now. Interesting little town. Got some... Is it horses or cows? Horses. And the rain is just like right at that level where I don't want the... I'm the type of person, either I want the windshield wipers all the way on, or I want to manually tell it when I can't see. Because I just don't want to overuse them. I do that in my car too. I thought about... I know with my car, I have like this graphite or granite, I think it's graphite, I don't know, ceramic coating. I don't know if it would really work on here. Something to think about. I'm not spending no extra money. If I happen to get back or see some, maybe if I have some somewhere at the house or where my car's at, if I go to Charlotte. Got somebody on a bike here. I want to give him... Ah, he's good. She. In the back roads of Ohio. But yeah, like the other place that I was at, on the shoulder, there was a bunch of, like I said, bunch of people on horses and things. I always want to give them enough room. That's, you know, I don't want the horse to get spooked or, you know, anything like that. I'm pretty sure the horse is kind of used to it, but at the same time, you never know. And then, like, you want to watch your crossroads with cars and things. Somebody else on the bike. Man, I don't remember the last time I had a bike. The Amish flea market, Walnut Creek. Another bike. That's 3. No horses, 3 bikes. And he's going uphill, man. That is a workout. Pretty sure the guy's in shape. Oh, I do remember I had a bike. It was about 2007, 8. When I first joined the Army, I was stationed in Colorado Springs, Fort Carson. And the way Carson was, the way where we worked, like where our headquarters was and where we lived, and then on the other side, like a one-way street, our motor pool was on the back side of where all the other motor pools were. So me and my buddy Paul decided to get bikes because even though we couldn't drive our car through the other motor pools, we could take a bike through. And I was like one of the only ones with a car at the time that lived in the barracks. So it was quicker than coming out, making a left, go all the way down, getting to the next road, coming all the way back up. It was quicker for us to, you know, get our bikes and ride our bike straight across. So we started doing that, because you would constantly be going back and forth to the motor pool and back. And with one guy having a car and not many other guys having cars, sometimes, well, one, I'm not giving them my car, and then, you know, I'm not available to take them. So, yeah. And then I just got down with it because we were training up to go to Special Forces. And so, of course, bike number 4. So, of course, you know, bike number 5. Are we doing this? Are we doing the bikes today? But yeah, so of course, like, we're training up for SF, Special Forces, so we essentially wanted to get in the best shape that we could. And man, I was in the best shape of my life. I'm not even gonna lie. But now that I am in my late 30s, yeah, we're not doing that no more. Do I still want to be in shape? Absolutely. I thought about that when I, you know, first got into trucking, because I saw somebody, probably an owner operator, in a video, and they had their bike and they would take their bike with them. But it's not really feasible with this truck. You know, maybe if I had my own truck, I could strap it to the back of the cab, you know, maybe have a hookup system for it. That would be pretty cool, you know, to get where you're going, get to a truck stop or something, pop the bike off and go for a ride. Yeah, I know, like, okay, so I watch a lot of NASCAR. I'm a huge NASCAR fan. Shout out to all the Chase Elliott fans. I'm a Hendrick Motorsports fan in general, originally a Jeff Gordon fan, Dale Earnhardt sympathizer. But we're coming up to a stop. Yesterday, that's one of the only reasons why I turned my TV on. Yesterday was Sunday. I got to watch the race in Las Vegas. I had just gotten off the road, so I was pretty tired, but at the same time, like, I wanted to stay up a little bit, watch the race. And one of my guys won. Carl Larson won. He's on my team, so shout out to him. Willie B, William Byron's doing well. Like, I really want William Byron to win the championship. I really feel like this is his year. He's got 6 wins. He's running consistently up front. Like, the kid has finally, like, had his breakout year that I've been wanting out of the 24. As a 24 fan, you know, I want to see that car do well. I wanted Chase Elliott to win in it when he got his. Bike number 6. I wanted Chase Elliott. I called, I'm so big of a NASCAR fan, I called that Chase Elliott was going to be in the 24 and take over from Jeff Gordon back in 2013, way before it had happened. I was just like, that's Bill Elliott's son. He's driving for Hendrick Motorsports. We don't have anything lined up. Jeff Gordon's about at his retirement time. Like, it's the down slope. And then he had that amazing year in 2014. We thought he was going to win the championship. Like, I was just like, that is the kid to do it. Because I didn't feel like they were grooming anybody else at the time. Because yes, we have Junior Motorsports, which has some great drivers, but I didn't feel like any of them were at the stage that were going to jump over to Cup, like with Justin Allgaier and I think Annette was there. I can't remember who the drivers were. But, you know, affiliate Xfinity team. Oh, there's a horse there. But yeah, so I watched the race yesterday. It was pretty good. Larson won. Excited about that. Chase Elliott, man, he had a off day. He wrecked in practice. He finished, I think, in the 30s. It was a pretty bad race. So we at number 7, bike number 7. All right, 3 miles to the turn. But yeah, that's what I do on my off time, is I watch NASCAR. All right, here we got a couple. Bike number 8, bike number 9. Bike number 10 on the left, bike number 11 on the right. This has to be the fittest city in the country. Millersburg, Ohio. Got horses on the side. Oh shoot, I can't remember what number we're at. We're gonna go with 12. Bike number 12 on the left. But yeah, I've been a NASCAR fan since '98. Well, '98 was my first year watching the full year and just getting into it. I was in bike number 13, crossing the street. This looks mighty electric. No, it's regular. I got into NASCAR because I know I had NASCAR '98 the game, and then we moved to Korea, and then I would watch NASCAR by myself. I just found it on TV one day, and I saw Jeff Gordon, and I just fell in love with it. I was like, yeah, this game that I have that I'm playing by myself, because not too many of my friends were into NASCAR. Nobody around me, no friends that I had, nobody that I knew watched NASCAR except for me. And I loved it. And then I've been watching faithfully ever since. All right, 1.6 miles to our turn. We are in Millersburg. We just got to get to where we got to get to. Speed limit is 45. Got a school zone here, but it's not being used. Truck pulling out. Car, please don't pull out. And he's gonna pull out anyway. Oh, look at that. Looks like an old school town there. Oh, and I've been to a bunch of races. A couple. Let's see. Been to the Coca-Cola 400 at Daytona twice. I've been to the Daytona 500. That one I went was in 2020. You know, with the whole Ryan Newman accident. Darlington, got to see Carl Edwards do the flip. Bristol twice. The second time, I think the second time I went to Bristol was when Jeff Gordon ran a throwback scheme to the Rainbow DuPont Chevrolet. I've been to Texas Motor Speedway, and I've been to COTA down in Austin. I really want to get to Talladega. I haven't been there. Oh, and I've been to Charlotte like 3 times. I haven't been to the road course there. I think those are all the races I've been to. Darlington, I said. Yeah. But like on the bucket list, it's definitely Talladega, Indianapolis, especially since I go through there a lot, or have the option to go through there a lot. Atlanta. I wanted to see the old Atlanta, but I'm cool with the new Atlanta. Oh. So, and that was like one of my goals. Like I used to tell my friend all the time, when I get out of the military, I'm going to I was gonna, you know, when I retired, I was gonna get a RV or something and just travel and go to all these different races and live the retirement life. But I kind of still wanted to do something. It just wasn't feasible. So I said I wanted to get in trucking. So I got into trucking, and then a couple weeks ago, I think bike number 14, a couple weeks ago, when they were racing in Dallas, my friend's like, hey, like, are you gonna go to the race? And I was like, but that was one of our goals, was to be in trucking and, you know, hit some of these places. But I had just gotten off the road, and luckily I didn't go because it was a hot day in Dallas, and it was expected to be like over 100. And then even watching the race, after like driving for like 10 hours, then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go to the race. I don't know anybody to go with me and sit out in the hot sun. No, that was not gonna happen. I even fell asleep on the race. But yeah. Oh my. We got some farm equipment. Got a half a mile to our turn. .5 miles to the area that we're going. I totally wanted to blow that not into the camera. But I looked and I forgot. You guys can see everything I see pretty much. Oh man. There's no way around this. Bike number 15. Village Gift Barn. Downtown Diner and the Berlin Village Antique Mall. Bake Oven Bakery. Bake Oven Bakery and Cafe. Made from scratch. Hey, places like that, I'm pretty sure the food is good up in there. We got heritage furniture. Lux Home Furniture up there. Okay, so this little sign says Berlin, experience a slower life. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little bit slower. Oh, they got an escape room. I'm pretty sure that's interesting. This is an interesting little spot. Oh, am I turning here? No, I'm turning at the next one. Just past this one. But I wonder if... No, because if I turn here, I gotta make another turn. If I turn on the second one on 120, where the address tells me. Oh, Country Life Antiques, primitive home decor. Got a pretzel nook, Ruthie's gift shop, Ginger House Oh, that's pretty cool. Like one of those. Oh shoot, no, this is my turn. Sorry, people. No engine brakes beyond this point. That was interesting. I don't like when it shifts on its own. Let me stop complaining. All right, so our destination is gonna be on the right. Yeah, it's gonna be on the right. .7 miles from it. Like I said, I've never been here, so it is a warehouse though, so it should be relatively easy to get in there, find out where the shipping and receiving office is, give them my number. Should be easy peasy. You know, how hard can it be? I am an hour late, so hopefully nobody's in my spot. Alright, we gotta start looking at signs. I am... okay, the far end of the building. Bike number 16. Oh, no, shipping, straight ahead. Shipping right here. Office. Generally speaking, it should be back here. Let's figure out where I can go to get out of the way. Probably right here next to this trailer. Jump for the curb. Yep. Alright, we'll stop here. Alright, so this should be relatively easy. We got door 6. Oh, somebody pulled in next to us. Oh! But we're going right next to that expo truck there. I'm gonna pull up just to get around this truck, back up, and I have a lot of room to do a pull up from there. Sounds like a plan. Let's get it. actually just pull up on in here. Now we're gonna need to pull up. That was real good for the setup for it, even though I wasn't planning on it. Let's go get these doors open. Guess I could have stayed straight a little bit more. What was that? Let's do some work here. Make sure this stays in. Chicken wire. Should be good. Enough room on the side? Yeah, just enough. Probably could have pulled it all the way back. Just for sure. Oh Lord, what's this? Okay, lined up on the right. Can't really see the left. Let's get it to the right a little bit more. All right, we're lined up there. Get the truck straight. Lined up there. Oh, it should be easy. Should connect. Let's go look. Looks like we're good. More money, we're on there. All right, let's get unloaded.